Hello and welcome to another episode of Ash's Cooking. Thanks to ChatGPT, using ingredients that I already have in the fridge. And tonight we will be cooking a Tex-Mex Chicken and Sausage Stir-Fry with some ramen noodles. We're going to be using a pork sausage that has some Hatch chilies made in it, since it is getting to be Hatch chili season. So the first thing that you want to do is put some olive oil in your pan and heat up your pan. We've got the olive oil in there and we've got the pan going, and then we're going to add the pork sausage. So stand by while we get that going. Alright, the pan's getting good and hot. Let's go ahead and cook the bottom. And for the pork sausage, like I said, H-E-B, my local brand, has some pork sausage with Hatch chilies in them. It's a limited edition. They do it for Hatch chili season. So I've got the heat on medium, about medium high. So let's go ahead and get the sausage all cooked up. I went ahead and got my pan flushed after that. Break this up a little bit. And it's good and cooked. Now for this, we're not going to use all of the sausage. So we're just going to make it for basically one serving for now. But I am going to cook up all the sausage. That way I can use it for another meal, like breakfast, for omelets or something of that nature. Just let that sit there for a little bit. And after we get this done, we'll go ahead and drain the sausage off as well, so that way any fat that we have will get drained out. And for this recipe, we're also going to be using some shredded chicken. And for that, I also have the H-E-B shredded chicken that's already been seasoned. We're going to also put some spinach in there, some mushrooms, and some ramen noodles, along with some soy sauce. And then you can top it off with the chili flakes if you like. Give it a little bit of extra kick. Or if you don't want to, you don't have to. And I'm not going to add any more salt to this, mainly because with the soy sauce it will have some salt in it. And I know the seasoned chicken also has some salt and all that in it as well. With the sausage, you're going to get mainly, the sausage flavoring with a little bit of the heat from the hatch chilies. Now, if you don't like it extra hot, you can always just use pork sausage. Just use a mild pork sausage. That'll work as well. But I like a little spice in my food every now and then, so we'll go ahead and use the hatch chili one. And since it doesn't come very often, I actually got another one and put it in the freezer, so that way I can add it to my chili later on when I make a bowl of chili. Alright, this is almost done, so I'll let it sit for a few more minutes. Alright, looks like it's just about time to pull this off. Yep. Alright, let me go ahead and pull this off and drain off the fat. And be right back. Alright, since we're going to be using a half a cup of the shredded chicken, I went ahead and put back half a cup of the pork sausage as well, so that way we'll have an even ratio of shredded chicken to sausage. Turn down the heat just a smidge. So let's go ahead and add the chicken. And it's already been cooked, which is nice. We could probably add just a little bit more chicken to it, so let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Make sure we had the same. It's pretty close. If you want more, add more. If you want less, of course, add less. Up to you. We're also going to go ahead and add our veggies in at this time. So go ahead and it's about a half a cup of cut up mushrooms. And about a half a cup of spinach. And this was frozen spinach. I went ahead and cooked ahead of time so that way we wouldn't water all this down. Let this cook up for about 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, this looks like it's going to serve way more than just one person. That's alright. Always room for leftovers. So let's let that go ahead and sit for a little bit so that way the mushrooms can cook up. Give it another quick stir. Just about another minute or so. It says to do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm not really running a timer, so I'm just kind of guesstimating. Alright, that's about 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and add the ramen noodles. And with the ramen noodles, we have pre-cooked these as well. And we're also going to add the soy sauce after we stir up the ramen noodles. Get them broken up a little bit more than they were. Luckily we have a big fork. So I'll stir it up just a smidge. Didn't mean to hit the camera. Sorry about that. I know you're not supposed to use utensils in the cookbook, but it's okay. Alright, so add some soy sauce. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, or a little bit more if you think it needs a little bit more. I'm probably going to add just a smidge more, because that did not look like a lot. And we have a little bit more food than I was anticipating. Alright. Go ahead and stir this up until it's all good and mixed. Get those smells coming through. Actually, that doesn't look half bad, if I do say so. There we go. Another, I'd say 30 seconds. I think we should be good. And you're probably going to put this in a bowl. I've got some bubbles out. Well, I've got nibbled out. Alright, looks like everything's blended together. Everything's cooked up. And I think we're done. Go ahead and turn off the burner. And I do have a gas stove instead of an electric stove, so which I really like. That's one of the benefits I got when I bought this house. I was looking for a gas stove. Alright, let me go ahead and get this put in a bowl here. I'm just using a white IKEA bowl. Nothing fancy. And we're just going to do 2 generous helpings here. And that should be good enough for tonight. Yeah, you know what? A little bit more. Make sure I get some chicken in there. All right, I will let you know how it goes. All right, just tried some of it, and overall it was really good. I will say that the soy sauce is, the salt does come through. So I don't think personally that you really need to add any extra. Maybe add some pepper if you like. But I did top mine off with some chili flakes, so that did help it out as well. Until next time, thanks for watching.